Oh, welcome back, friends and neighbors. We're starting a few minutes early because I already know what direction I'm going to veer in. It's slightly off the beaten path. It's occurred to me we've only cleared one cauldron so far, so we're going to do that before we do anything else. Well, we're going to do another cauldron. I don't know why I started a few minutes early. It's taken that long for this to load. But yes, where are we at? Alright. Wants us to go to Maker's End. What else do we got? Main, into the Borderlands. Okay. Before we do any of those, we're going to wander back over here because there's a cauldron over here that we never got to. Go ahead and flip that off. We can pretty much start from here. More things to override is good. Okie dokie. I love the red and the dusk at times like this. It's one of my favorite effects. The weather effects in animation, period, are just amazing. Okay. There's no reason to follow a road, focus. I'm not... Yes. Okay. I'm coming in behind them. That's also good.
Be fascinating if they weren't looking for me.
But he's breaking off from the group, so that's also good. Damn it.
Some signals setting off an alert.
What the hell? Come on. Well, that was not what I intended. Ah, well.
Here we go again.
Got all them in one go. Very nice. Damn.
Nutritious. You're down. The others haven't noticed.
I need to get something on here to up the handling, because this is not going as smoothly as it should. Yeah, 2 seconds while I take a look at that. Okay, I do have the highest handling setting on there, I think. Yeah. Well, I guess I just need to get good.
Hello?
I don't know why I grabbed that. I didn't need another one of those. Okay. I'm not going to impose a time limit on myself on this one.
There's some kind of liquid flowing through that pipe.
We're going to attempt to smell the roses.
Looks like I'm not the first to look for a way in. What a waste.
Well, considering how many times I fell and died on this playthrough, just going into the first one because I didn't look where I was jumping, I'm not surprised.
They were curious too. But I'm better prepared. I hope it's enough.
Oh, right off the gate.
That circular device. What does it do?
Oh, it's because he's there.
Looks like things are going my way. That rushing sound again.
Now, the look of the pipe suggests that it's from a much older structure, something that was there before this, and I wonder what it was. Especially since it appears to still be working. She can hear it.
Need to find a way through that shell.
That don't matter. Ain't worth grabbing off of any of you. Wire's always good, especially since I appear to be running low. Crap. Go the other way, come on. There we go. Since I'm down here anyway. Appears to be going the right way.
Alright, that should get me through.
Yes, good. I'm gonna check this real quick, though. Just because it's here. Not bad. I've actually never taken notice of that before. I guess that's the effect of always following your quest marker. Yeah. Okie dokie. That. Damn. I've lost track of where I am. Okay.
The machines collect blaze from the wilds, and it all flows here, like blood to a heart. So the cauldron runs on life itself.
Okie dokie. There's one. There's two.
I'm ready. Gotta be.
And then this little guy way over here. I wonder if anybody has played this game and done a catch and release playthrough before, where you level up your override skill and then you just basically make every machine you can docile. I don't know if the overrides would be permanent if you leveled them up all the way, because I usually don't focus on that when I play this. But yeah, I'm kind of curious. I wonder how that would play out. And how difficult it would be, especially considering a lot of things like the herds are watched over by much more dangerous machines.
That's where I need to go. The belly of this giant beast.
Okay, that's where I slipped.
That's where I need to go.
What have we got in this one? Oh, a snap maw. No problemo.
That was refreshing.
Let me deal with these first. Snap maws aren't the worst even in story mode once you know what gets them quickly.
This is going to get a lot harder.
Really? And switch quickly to this guy, cause nice. Now, did y'all drop anything fun? Ooh. I'll hold on to that. Oh, that's gonna be good. Okay. Does that mean I can override Snapbot
More
now, I
machines
wonder?
I can override.
Oh, yes, good. Oh, let's see, what do we want? Strike from below will be useful.
Need to keep the upper hand.
Okay, now that we've got that handled. We had a lot of fun while doing it. Let's go finish out Aaron's quest. Once we do that, we can do some of these side quests that are here in Meridian. There's a couple that I like. One of them I usually do before I do any of Aaron's quests, and it's a bit uncomfortable because you basically have to ignore Aaron being attacked by machines in order to go on and do it, as opposed to just stopping and helping him, and then he complains because you're ditching him. So, I'm kind of glad I waited this time around.
Sometimes a body needs to rest.
Okay.
Just wish I could do it more often. It's always the one who
Buy what you need, leave the rest. Find goods for...
Let's go help our friend, whose sister may not be dead.
Greetings, Aloy. I am known as Blameless Marad.
Also known as Morgan Freeman.
You're needed for an important consultation.
What do you mean? Where's Erend?
He's inside, attending the Sun King, where we should be without further delay. Follow me, please.
All of these people are here to see the Sun King.
Yes, and each has come to ask a favor of him. Unpleasant, but that's politics. The Sun King is eager to meet you, a machine tamer with a curious eye for detail. It's all very intriguing.
I'm not here to intrigue you.
Too late.
First the Oseram gets special treatment, and now Outlanders from the savages could the Sun King haven't heard.
Passed by some Outlander woman? Unacceptable. I've been here for 2 hours, and this Nora goes to the front of the line.
Ignore them. Nobles are like children who whine when they don't get a second helping of dessert.
Or Walmart shoppers.
What's the Sun King like?
The most important thing is what he isn't like. His father. I think you'll find him to be a reasonable man.
Aloy of the Nora. She who sees the unseen. Welcome. It would seem you have done me a great service. Erend, tell her what you found.
I checked Ursa's tomb. You were right, Aloy. The body is missing a scar below her right knee. I gave it to Ursa when we were kids, fighting over a toy sword.
If the body is not Ursa's, then we must assume she is still alive. And I will not abandon her.
We only know she was taken, not who took her.
I can help with that. Ursa has an enemy among the Oseram. A warlord named Dervahl.
Impossible. Every clan in the claim has been hunting for him since the liberation. He has to be dead by now.
No
Somebody
other
would have taken
Oseram
credit
has the
for it,
motive
honey.
and ingenuity to lure Ursa into this trap. I expect to find him lurking somewhere near the border. I've already sent an agent to investigate. He'll be waiting for word from us at the marketplace in Pitchcliff.
I can't move troops to the border without provoking the Oseram. But I could send a few vanguardsmen. And perhaps an exceptionally gifted Nora as well. Erend, Murad, let me discuss it with her privately. I hate to impose further after all you've done, but this is a matter of great importance to me.
It sounds like Ursa means a lot to you.
Without her Oseram vanguard, I would not have been able to liberate Meridian and end my father's brutal reign. Since then, it has been difficult to maintain peace between our tribes. But Ursa has a way of making her people see reason. So you see, I need her back at my side. And quickly.
Who is Dervahl exactly?
To understand Dervahl, you must first understand my father. He truly thought of himself as a sun god. His mind was broken. He believed that blood sacrifice would solve, well, everything. So he raided the other tribes for victims, especially the Oseram. Dervahl fought back. He crafted powerful weapons and rallied his people. My father responded with the ultimate cruelty. He captured Dervahl's wife and daughter and sacrificed them in the Sun Ring.
So, why would Dervahl go to so much trouble to kidnap Ursa?
He felt she betrayed him. She fought by his side until she realized he planned to raise Meridian and butcher its people. Then she came to me. Together, we stopped him and liberated the city from my father. Dervahl has spent every moment since trying to get revenge. Mostly on the other Oseram who fought with us. He made so many powerful enemies, I thought we'd seen the last of him. I was wrong.
I'd like to ask you something about the Sundom and its politics.
By all means.
They call you a sun god who killed his own father in order to unite the tribes in harmony. Is any of it true?
They say you can see the invisible, split an arrow at 50 paces, and tame machines at a glance. How much of that is true?
It's not too far off.
Well, I would like to unite the tribes in harmony, but you saw how many courtiers I have to deal with first. Maybe next week.
Quite a place you've got here. You can almost see the little people below the mesa.
You don't approve? Well, I have a secret for you. Neither do I. But we must be patient. Change won't come in a single sunrise.
But will it happen at all, while men live in palaces?
It might. Eventually. If people like you help me bring it about.
I like him.
Your politics seem very complicated. The Oseram are friends, but enemies too?
I couldn't have liberated Meridian without the help of Ursa and her Oseram freebooters. Many of them have settled here. But the Ealdormen of the Oseram clans in the claim have become jealous of their success. So have many Karja nobles. It's a volatile situation, especially given the fact that my father raided the Oseram for years. Ursa helps keep the peace. promising a future based on mutual gain. But some, like Dervahl, will never let go of their venom.
What can you tell me about the Shadow Karja? What do they have to do with Ursa?
They are remnants of my father's regime, holding out at the fortress of Sunfall to the west. Like him, they care only for domination, and seek to draw upon the power of the sun by spilling blood in its name. Since Ursa helped me take this city from them, they were perfect scapegoats. Dervahl knew this, of course, and planned it well.
I need to get going.
I know. Well, they say kings should never beg. But please, help me find Ursa.
Who says that?
Well, Murad, for one. Don't hesitate to ask him or Erend if you have further questions.
Okay. As I mentioned before, I actually really like that instead of starting at the beginning of a need for revolution, you're kind of after it where the good guys have already taken power and it's just what they have to sort out from there.
Aloy, how can I be of service?
It's obvious that you're an advisor to the Sun King, but what is it you do exactly?
Whatever is needed, of course.
Are you always so evasive?
It depends.
That's how you remain blameless.
I have to
I
go.
actually don't
Then you
wanna.
must.
So, I thought Ursa was dead, and I thought Dervahl was dead. Dead doesn't seem to mean what it used to. Or maybe I'm just an ass.
Well, all three can be true.
Whatever. All I know is that it's time to find my sister and get some payback. I hope Murad's guy grabs us a lead.
Did Ursa ever tell you anything about Dervahl?
We were both under his command for a while. Sort of. Helped him recruit an army to take out the mad Sun King. But then he got real creepy with Ursa. Needless to say, she wasn't interested, but he wouldn't let it go. Not to mention the fact that we realized he wanted to murder every Karja, not just the bad ones. Long story short, he's a grazer-licking dungbag.
Good to know.
Avad seems committed to finding your sister.
Yeah, those two got along. And some people say they shacked up, but I don't buy it. Seems a little skinny for her. Oh, okay, some bad images are forming in my head. Let's just focus on finding her. And kicking Dervahl's ass.
That was such a brother response.
Don't stand me up in Pitchcliff, okay? Ursa needs us.
Okie dokie. Ha! Keep waiting in line. I hate you. Let's see. How far are we talking? That seems to be the longest. That seems to be the furthest campfire right until we get there, so. More map to uncover. Okay. Nothing immediately near. But I think that map said we'd be running toward a snap moth, so.
gonna pick me.
First try. Damn. I should have hit a merchant before I left. How near? Not near enough.
Fresh as it comes.
Checking real quick. Carry capacity. Okay, we're as far as we can get on those right now. Ah! Without warning. Sandstorm. Not the fun Darude kind either. There we go. And it's nothing. At some point I'm gonna need fish bones, so... Oh goody, a corrupted zone. And sawtooths to boot. Not that I can see where in this. Well, there's those snap maws I was thinking about. There's a shell walker. Well, they're just hanging out over there. They're not gonna bug me. Oh, hell. I'm gonna pray I'm not close enough for them to get on top of me. I really do like watching them crest like giant whales. Like, that's really cool. There's one. There we go.
I think I'm in the clear.
Oh, I'm a little sad I got to these, like, before I did the quest that has their really cute cutscene, but can't complain too hard.
Good. I can use this.
And we're starting to see actual green again.
Saving these for the trail.
Nice.
Tough, but I'm used to it.
It was worth looking. Deep water, there might have been fish. But apparently, there are only snap maws. You appear to be alone.
Ready or not.
There's the other one. Go. I don't want to tangle with them. They had a really good time kicking my ass the other day. Well, I don't want to speak too soon, but this looks like Glinthawk territory. I don't see any. Okay, good. That means I'm about to hit a merchant. I really do wish the game expanded a little bit more into the Ozram's country. I'd like to see more of it.
This must be Pitchcliff. Murad's agent should be at the marketplace by now.
I feel like the map stops just short of that, though.
No sign of Murad's guy. He's had plenty of time to investigate.
We'd better look for him.
Damn right.
But before we do that... I know I'm being very disappointing to my Ozram friend right now, but he'll be okay. Still don't need this much chill water. That's actually way more blaze than I need right now. Kind of impressed. I thought I was overusing it. There's that. Really don't need any blue bits for that one. Okay. We're not going to spend this much money right now.
Well, someone left here recently, and they were in a hurry.
Has to be Murad's guy. Dervahl's thugs must have made him.
Maybe because he found something. Look at this. I think he drew a map with his own blood.
Right. Those kind of maps, you know you better follow.
You
That
think?
might be Pitchcliff. He marked a spot to the north. Could be Dervahl's location.
My men are waiting outside of town. I'll grab them and meet you there.
The most ramshackle of little footbridges.
Good meat.
Oh.
so careless. Thank you for helping me.
Now, don't mention it, guy. Oh, what are you? Not close enough to see yet.
That's got their attention.
Oh. Oh, crap, he's right there. No one here but us chickens. Now, I could go after that storm bird, but it's slightly out of the way. Okay, I clearly don't know where I'm going. I thought there was a turn off this way. Out of the water, come on, there we go. Well, I guess this is a pretty good idea for them to set up a hiding place. Nobody's gonna take the road that's right by where there's a storm bird.
Machines. Looks like they've been chained up.
Durval's a tinker. He probably experiments on them or strips them for parts.
Or taunts
Maybe I
them
can
by
use
the
them
looks
to
of that one
control.
guy.
I'll go in first. Hold off until the fighting starts.
All right, we've got your back.
Well, she says she's gonna use them to make trouble. What I'm really gonna do is try to sneak around everything. Okay, Clem or whoever the hell you are, get out of my way.
Don't mind me.
Oh, a lot of you guys. I've got all the ones from over there, it looks like. Well, gee whiz, look alive, guys. There's a lot of dead bodies over here.
Looks like I'm clear.
Got a live one!
It's about to get ugly.
Ugh! Ugh!
Oh.
We're getting picked off!
Darn right, Char.
Must be around here somewhere. Let's find her.
According to... Okay. Why can't I override you?
Yeah.
I am not going to kill that when I am that close to it.
Derval says you gotta eat dirt.
Is Derval here? Because I'd like to dispute that.
Okay, no more sneaking.
See what happens when you pick a fight with the Vanguard.
Ursa must be in there. We have to get through.
They must use these to protect themselves from that awful sound.
Ursa!
Aaron? Durval tried to break me. Shows what he knows.
I should have been with you. Why didn't you come for me? I know I'm a useless trunk, but...
No, idiot. I got a message from Durval saying he wanted to parlay. I didn't come for you because I knew it was a trap. I couldn't let you get hurt. Just didn't think it'd be that good a trap. Thought I could take him out. Now listen. Durval's planning something big in Meridian. He said he'd force Avad to watch as the smoke darkens their precious sun. Your king needs you. No more playing around. You're gonna have to grow up fast.
I will. I promise.
You damn well better, little brother.
Ursa. No, no. Please. I won't let you down. I promise.
This really sucks, because I think she would have been a really cool character to get to know.
I'm so sorry.
You've got to find Durval. But Meridian's a big place.
I'll look through his things. Maybe we can narrow it down. This machine's been picked apart with precision. Durval's records, maybe. Just notes about crafting. And a letter tucked between the pages. Lots of blaze. Headed to Meridian. If we find it, I'll bet we find Durval too. Such a strange device. It's beautifully crafted. What happens when I turn it on?
I think I've got it working. There. Now, say something. Both of you, doves.
I don't know. What do you want me to say?
Whatever you want.
I love that invisible wind, well, all wind is invisible. Invisible wind is blowing through her hair in a basement.
There. A song and a laugh. Even better than words. And now I can hear them whenever I want.
We're done then? Off to bed with you. Good night, Mama. Good night, Papa. Is she gone? What are we going to do? The raids are getting closer and closer to Main Spring. How much longer can we hide like this?
A keepsake from his family. Durval's got nothing left to lose. I think I found something that can help. Let's head back to the palace.
Go. I won't be long, but I need to tend to my sister.
So he had a wife and kid, and he's a jilted non-lover. I suspect it's making that noise, yes, because there's still a couple dudes left. Well, not dudes, Robots. I guess to the location reticle, it was very important I go through that particular archway. Hacha. Collecting documents.
Anywhere to go if you're lost. I'm a guard, not the town crier. Bandits try to get past me, they'll have a fight. Mark my words.
I've sent a messenger to the claim to let everyone know.
If there's anything you or your clan need for her arrangements, you need but ask.
There'll be time for all of that later.
Aloy, I'm glad you're back. I'm at a loss about Ursa. To learn she lives, then lose that hope, seems cruel.
She wouldn't want us to waste time talking. She'd want us to find Derval. She said he raved about smoke darkening the sun. Tell him what you found in his papers.
A letter. It mentioned a shipment of blaze being sent to a warehouse here. Only, it wasn't addressed to Derval. The name was Ayland Forgeman. Does that mean anything to you?
Sounds familiar. Yes, a landlord. The Oseram have been buying up buildings across the city, including one under that name. Let me think. It's by the edge of the mesa, near the temple. Used to be a shop, but it could serve as a warehouse. If Derval used the name as an alias to buy it, he might even be there now.
I'll round up my men.
I'll meet you there.
So Forgeman sounds pretty generic. Is that like the Oseram version of Smith?
Tribe. The clans would give up much to obtain him.
Take him alive? So you can haggle over him? You can't be serious.
Our security depends on keeping the peace. If the opportunity presents itself, take him alive. Consider that a command. Aloy, a moment, please. When we spoke, Aaron didn't wish to dwell on the details of Ursa's death. Understandable, of course. But now that they've been left to my imagination, those details are all I can think about. You were there. Did she suffer?
She wasn't worried about her pain. She was worried about her brother. And she was worried about you.
Thank you, Aloy. I suppose I needed to know I was as much on her mind as she is on mine. Find Dervahl and bring him before me. He will answer for his crimes.
Meridian. Couldn't imagine living anywhere else. Couldn't imagine living anywhere else.
Decided lack of nobles today. Well, it might be a bit late in the day for it, is what it is.
I have a matter of grace and beauty I would like to discuss with you.
Hey,
I wonder who that is.
adventurers, preferably with no friends or family.
That must be the spire. It's huge.
This is the place. You home, Dervahl? I got a surprise for you.
He can just kick down any door. That's his special power.
Or he has a surprise for us.
Is it a bomb? Doesn't look too big.
Big enough to kill us.
All right. I'll shut up.
If I try to take it apart, a booby trap will set it off. If that bomb goes off, the blaze will ignite in a firestorm.
That's
Maybe
a lot
there's
of
some way
blaze.
I can open this window to get. If that bomb downstairs goes off, it'll be just what Dervahl promised. Smoke will darken the sun as the city goes up in flames. There's got to be a way to stop it. It looks like a wooden bracket. Not very strong.
Aaron, kick this for me.
Help me push this out.
Okay. Brute force. I'm good at that. What'll it do?
Save the city, I hope. But when the blaze falls, run for it. Because the booby trap on the bomb downstairs is gonna get set off.
Will we survive?
Probably not. Now push. Ugh.
We did it! Dervahl's best shot, and Meridian's still standing.
This isn't over. Dervahl said he'd make a Vought watch.
No way. To do that, he'd have to get into the palace, and that's too heavily guarded.
Get back there, just to be sure. I'm gonna look around. Maybe Dervahl's men left something behind when they planted that bomb.
I got it. Don't worry. He tries for the palace. He's finished.
Boot tracks, with just a bit of blaze in them.
Hear that explosion? Have we been attacked by the Argent in Shadow?
You in a reasonable share of a
Get to the
lucrative
fire and
opportunity.
set up a bucket line!
What happened? Haven't heard a blast like that since the liberation.
Everyone needs a splash of color in their lives. Come.
Dude, there are more important things happening.
Rising from the edge of the mesa.
Are we under attack? The tracks lead inside. Another one of Dervahl's hideouts. This must be where Dervahl assembled the detonator. He tunneled. Dervahl did find a way into the palace.
Well, bad luck for you, fella, because I'm a lot better at climbing than you are. I say that, watch me fall to my death.
Stocking up.
Oh wait, Aaron, you said there's no way into the palace. Look at this purposefully built, very noticeable side entrance into the palace. My god, what an evil genius Dervahl must be.
Look at you, Avad. The wriggling runt of a maniac king. You robbed me of my right to kill your father, so I'll have to settle for you. I'm going to enjoy watching the Karja burn, even more because you'll be watching with me. Say goodbye to Meridian, Avad. Breathe in the stench, and choke on the ashes. Something's wrong.
Where's the kaboom?
It didn't... I didn't hear anything.
There's a bit of smoke rising from the mesa's edge.
No! It should be a firestorm, not some belch from a charcoal burner!
Oh, come on.
Forget about traveling light.
What's this? Oh. You must be the Nora who bushwhacked my camp.
And disabled your bomb.
Did you now? Well, bomb or no bomb, I'm gonna splatter that throne with blood. First yours, then Avad's.
Two arms!
Why does Avad always have his ladies do the fighting?
Yeah, why'd you go down in one hit, bruh?
It's not over yet, Nora. Any good Oseram tinker will tell you. Always have a third plan.
Saw me.
Ah! Those majestic, murderous glinthawks!
If you say so.
Never do the work if you can get a machine to do it for you! I hope you like fighting these things, because there's more in the way! if you can get a machine to do it for you. I hope you like fighting these things, because there's more in the way. Ah! Those majestic, murderous flinthawks!
You sure, dude?
As much as I wish Ursa was here to kill you, I don't mind doing it for her.
Go ahead. I'm not afraid. Except that knowing you, Aaron, you'll screw it up!
I know what you are afraid of. Going back to Mainspring in chains. Every clan in the claim wants you dead. And they know how to make it hurt. They'll even bid for the privilege.
It's just like you to get someone else to do your killing.
Shut up! You're at the Sun King's mercy now.
There you are.
Aloy, to say you have my gratitude feels woefully insufficient. You saved my life. You saved Meridian. And because of you, there will be justice for Ursa's murder. We can mourn her knowing the truth, without painful uncertainty. It's hard to imagine where we'd be without you. And I don't want to try. I hope you will consider staying in Meridian.
Now, I understand this. A lot of people will say, wow, that's really kind of fucked up. Bearing in mind that the reason why he and Ursa got together in the first place is because he helped her escape and she helped him escape at a point in time when the Mad Sun King was keeping his children prisoner and murdering them for the slightest infraction. So, of course he displaces a little, and of course he's putting his feelings in a really weird place.
Were you and Ursa, you know?
I suppose it's obvious how I feel. How I felt about her. She didn't just give me advice. She gave me strength. But we couldn't be together. Relations between the Karja and Oseram and Meridian were unsteady as it was. The union of the Sun King and an Oseram warrior would have led to open revolt in the city. And probably war with the clans.
Also, Aaron would have found it icky.
Only one. Dervahl. He wanted Ursa, but she rejected him. And so jealousy became yet another of his hateful motivations.
What exactly will happen to Dervahl?
For now, he'll languish in one of the old cells under the Sun Ring here in Meridian. As for what happens after we negotiate his extradition to Mainspring, I don't want to think about it. My father was very creative when it came to inflicting suffering. But some Oseram devices surpass even his imaginings. What a waste. Dervahl is a brilliant man. I wonder what he would have accomplished if it weren't for my father's cruelty.
Why do you want me to stay in Meridian?
I would think that would be obvious.
Not to me.
Huh. Well, to start with, you kept the city from going up in flames. You were strong, shrewd, and capable. I could use someone like you at my side.
You're being weird, guy. Now, she could take this in absolutely the most negative way possible. She can reason with him, and I think that's probably the because in this one it feels almost like she's not acknowledging it, but this doesn't come up unless you figure out that they were together.
It might be worth taking a moment to examine what you just said. You just lost Ursa, a woman who stood at your side and could easily be described as strong, shrewd, and capable. It's pretty clear how you felt about her. And now you're asking me to take her place. Is this a job offer or a proposition?
By the sun, you do indeed share much with Ursa, including a withering eye for foolishness. Please, accept my apologies. Seems I'm getting ahead of myself. I need some time to resolve my feelings. I will be forever grateful to you, Aloy. And in time, I'd like to get to know you better. Shall we leave it at that, then?
It's time for me to go.
Of course. I hope you find what you're after, Aloy. And if need be, I will come to your aid. As sure as the sun's rising.
Everybody is really into her in this game. And I'm actually going to avoid Erend just so that we can get the dialogue option where we speak to Dervahl. Also, I think what counts for jail over here is just kind of interesting looking.
Everyone needs a splash of color in their lives. Come, let's talk it over.
Oh, sorry, my dude. There it is. Jail. It's just sort of under everything.
Come to gloat, Nora. Well, as you can see, busy. I get it. You want to rub it in? Well, it's not working. Ha ha! It's funny to pester the tinker in the cage. What a laugh. You think that bit of scrap on your brow makes you smart? I'll bet you couldn't have taken apart my bomb without it.
We didn't take it apart. We just sort of pushed it off a cliff, but whatever, dude. Like, they do not really fully explain whether, like, would his relationship with Ursa have affected the outcome? Like, if he just never even knew who Ursa was, would he have been as pissed off as he was and been this adamant about getting Avad specifically? I honestly don't know, but the fact that he went to that much trouble to harm Ursa over this is just... what a weenie. I hope his death is terrible.
Aloy. I was just thinking about Ursa. She would have killed Dervahl on the spot. I know it. That's why she went out to meet him in the first place, to put him down. But she also told me to grow up. I gotta admit it burned a little when she said that, but I'm trying to take it to heart. And I guess growing up means putting what you should do in front of what you want to do. Right?
You're asking me? I'm pretty sure you're older.
Yeah, but I don't act like it, do I?
You did with Dervahl.
Don't give me too much credit. Part of me still wants to wait for a quiet moment and wring his neck.
Well, if you can get your hands
but
through the
you won't,
bars.
because you're a good captain.
Come on, stop it. You're gonna make me tear up.
So, after all this, what's next for Erend Vanguardsman?
Heading back to the claim for a while. I'll get in touch with my clan and we'll lay Ursa to rest properly. Like how she would have wanted. And by that I mean,
Less chit-chat. More drinking.
What do you think the Oseram will do to Derval?
First off, they'll argue about it for a long time. But whatever they come up with, it won't be quick. I can live with that. In fact, I might just drop by his cell under the sun ring to remind him what's coming.
Well...
I know. You gotta go. Killers to track, machines to master. All before breakfast. You know what? When we met, I thought I was a big shot talking to a pretty girl hidden away in the middle of nowhere. And now I see that I was just lucky to get a minute of your time. Try not to forget about me.
That's one of my
You're out there
favorite
changing
lines
the
in
world.
this. That was smooth.
I'll always have a minute for you. Maybe even 2.
2? Huh. Well, she likes me.
I ship it. I say that, but I would probably wind up saying that a lot about many of the relationships in this game, because see, there are no sexual orientations. Everybody just really likes Aloy. I think she's kind of married to her work and might even be ace, but she definitely gets attention, doesn't she? Let's see. Did we already do the one that I'm thinking? We did. That one's the... That one's the quest. That was very specific of me. The Hunter's Lodge, dude. That dude up there wants us to go to Banuk Lands and the third one.
There's plenty.
Yeah, he's that guy. Up there's... You know what? The one that I intended to do is one I apparently have already done before. We're winding close to about 2 hours on this one. I think what I'm going to do, just because it tends to work out pretty well, just as good storybook ends, I'm gonna bop over here and tell Rost what I've been up to.
I think he built all this alone.
Oh, I am not dressed for Norlands right now.
Memories. It's not home anymore. Not without Rost. Hi, Rost. I'll just take this off. Don't want him listening in.
She's not even sure who him is yet.
Hi, Rost. A lot has happened. I found Olin. Made him tell me everything. Which was a lot. The killers are some kind of cult. The Eclipse. Their leader, Helis. He's the one who killed you. The one you stopped from killing me. Olin said they worship some kind of devil named Hades? A buried shadow, whatever that means. They're raising ancient machines from the ground. corruptors. And that's gotta stop. Olin said I could learn more about the woman I look like in the ruins at Maker's End. As for Olin, I spared him. I know he deserved to die, but his hand was forced. After I saved his family. Innocents who got dragged into this. Like me. And you. Olin said I could learn more about the woman. As for Olin, after I should be on my way to Maker's End. Until next time.
Well, having finished that, and with the intent to carry on to Maker's End when we come back, this has been a good session. We finished out a good chunk of the plot, and got us another cauldron along the way. We'll be picking this up again on Wednesday at 7 p.m. My usual broadcast times, of course, Monday, Wednesday, same times. I'll be streaming other things in between. Lately, it's been Minecraft, and I've taken a leap into Amnesia of late. If you're over on YouTube watching this video, go ahead and give a like and subscribe. Leave a comment if you've got something to say. And come on over to Twitch. Watch this with us live sometime. We'd love to have you. If you're watching on PS4 and would like to see previous broadcasts, or you feel like watching on something other than your PS4, you can find me on both Twitch and YouTube under the name ImpureTale. Thank you for joining me this evening, and you all have a great Monday.